Let them speak. Review hours 1 to 24. Please repeat or answer. Doesn't it look like they don't use that pool anymore? Doesn't it look too deep for you to stand in if it is full of water? Have you got any idea how long ago they happened to stop using this pool? Did they decide to close it by the time you were in high school? Now that they closed it, what do they plan on doing with it? Isn't it worth trying to fill it with water and use it again? After building a new high school with a pool, did they just end up not using this? Wasn't this one worth keeping open so other people could use it? Didn't they feel that it was too deep for little kids to use? Did they wind up feeling that there was no point keeping it opened? How come some people tend to be afraid of immigrants? Which country lets immigrants come in the most so that they can live there? What country would you like to immigrate to? Would you ever think of moving there permanently? Do people there tend to be open to foreigners after they get there? What are you interested in living there for? Have you had the chance to travel there so that you could see how it is? Do you feel it's a lot different than your country? How are you able to help people immigrating to your country after they get there? As soon as they arrive, don't they need to have a lot of help? Are you interested in helping them to learn your language? What were the police like the last time you had the chance to be near them? Did you feel safe that they were there? Have they ever stopped you while you were driving around? As soon as you see a police car, do you tend to slow down? Do you wind up speeding a lot while driving when the cops aren't around? Who keeps telling you to be careful driving at the time you're with them in the car? Do you feel police have too much power? Have you ever seen them arrest people? Do they usually manage to arrest them peacefully? Do they ever have difficulty controlling people while they try to arrest them? Is she using that so that she can try to make sure he doesn't get lost? Did she end up using that the last time they went out walking together? Does it appear that that boy doesn't like wearing that while walking around? Is she afraid he might get lost, so she decided to use that in public? Did she tell you that he just starts running everywhere if she doesn't use it? Did you ask her how long she'll be using that on him in the future? Did she tell you that as long as he keeps running away, that she'll keep using it? How did it make you feel the last time you saw a kid going around like that? Would your mom use that kind of thing on you at the time you were that old? Were you as active as that kid when you were that age? Have you got any idea how long it's been since he last met his old friend? As soon as they saw each other, how did they both feel? Does it look like he's about to start crying? Did they tell you that the last time they had the chance to meet was in high school? Why is it they haven't seen each other since they were students together? Did they tell you that one of their families decided to move to another city? Now that they happened to meet there, didn't they both feel like crying a little? Did they almost start crying as soon as they recognized each other? They couldn't help but feel happy and emotional at the same time. Can they remember the last time they had the chance to meet? Did they decide to spend some time together so that they can get familiar again? Will he get his friend to meet him for a drink later so they can talk more? Is your hair as long as her hair? Has she been having problems with her hair ever since she left the house? Did she tell you that she just washed her hair before leaving home? Did you ask her if she happened to bring a brush just in case she needed to use it? There is nothing she can do now but wait until she asks a friend to lend her a brush. Do you ever carry a brush in case your hair gets out of control? Did this happen to her the last time she went out when the weather looked windy? Did you ask her if she plans on fixing her hair into a ponytail? Will she keep having that problem as long as she doesn't do that? Is she thinking about stopping to look in a mirror to see if she can fix it? Are you able to hear him telling them about his little problem? Does it sound like it is serious? Which one of them seems to be the most interested in listening to him? How can you tell? Doesn't it appear that all they're doing is just listening? How long have they been talking there? Do you have any idea how they are related? Were they talking together already by the time that you first got there? Is it okay if you keep standing behind him until they finish talking so that you can overhear them? Can they tell that you are trying to overhear their conversation while standing there? Do you like to let people overhear you discussing your problems? As long as you know them well, is it okay if they overhear you talking? Do you have any idea what they'll be making with those? Will they have to polish them so that they will look a lot better? Will they be able to make nice earrings with some of those as soon as they cut them much smaller? How often do you wind up going out to buy jewelry? The next time the price of gold goes down, are you thinking of buying some gold jewelry? Do you prefer wearing silver or gold jewelry when you go out to see your friends? Can you remember the first time you got a nice piece of jewelry? Did it happen to have any pretty stones in them? Is it worth keeping them in a safe place while you're not wearing them? Did your mom ever give you jewelry to help you to remember her? Did you feel like beginning to cry at the time she decided to give it to you? Will you be giving it to any of your children as soon as they get older? When was the last time you got to give a hug to your mom to thank her for everything? Can you tell how he felt the first time you saw him leaning against the wall there? How come he looks like he doesn't seem to trust you? Does it seem like he's ready to talk with you now that you see him squatting there? Did you tease him the last time you had the chance to meet him? Do you have any idea if he'll begin talking with you now that you're near him now? Didn't he tend to be shy the last time you first got to meet him? Do you feel like he's not going to want to talk to you this time since he looks like that? Doesn't it seem like he's not going to be moving as long as you keep standing there? Isn't it better to leave and then come back to talk to him later? Are you thinking about buying some candy to give him so that you can get him to smile a bit? Did you ask him how long it's been since he started to play the accordion? Did he tell you that it's been over 40 years since he first began playing it? Did he tell you that he feels he is a better singer than he is an accordion player? Do women love to hear him sing? What song are you interested in asking him to play for you now that you're with him? Will you probably end up dancing as soon as you start hearing him playing? Did he tell you that he prefers playing old Mexican songs whenever he gets the chance to play? Do the women wind up falling in love with his music as soon as they hear him playing? Have you got any idea how much money a day he's able to make while doing that? Does he manage to make a lot of money when there are a lot of young couples around there? Did he say that he decided to take a short break now that there aren't many people there? Did you ask him if he plans on staying there until all of the people go home at night? Do people ever buy him a beer in order to thank him for singing for them? Wouldn't he prefer getting money instead of getting drinks from them? Did he say that it's all right if people don't give him money as long as they enjoy listening to his music? Which one of them seems to feel really at peace the most while sitting there together? Can you tell whether that is her mother? Does she look as old as your mom? Do you have any idea why it is that her mom came to get her to bring her home? Did they have to take the bus home since they didn't have a car to use? Doesn't her daughter feel a lot better now that she's with her mom? Does she manage to get her mom to help her whenever she is having trouble solving problems? All she has to do is ask her mom, and she is happy to come to help her whenever she wants. How often do you need to get your mom to help you with things? When was the last time you wound up having to call her to get some help? Did she manage to help you the last time you felt you needed her help? Did she tell you to call her any time in case you ever need her again? Did they put that up so that people could sit and rest while they're there? Doesn't it help to keep the sun off the people while they're sitting there? Do you have any idea why it is that those two girls decided to come together to visit there? Do they feel better as long as they can sit there and hug each other? Weren't there any other people there at the time they happened to be there? Do you know if they got to visit one of their parents' graves before going to sit down? Have you got any idea which one of the graves they visited while they were there? Do you know if they bought any flowers so that they could leave them at the grave? Doesn't it make you feel sad now that you see them sitting together there? Have they been able to help comfort each other since when they first got there? Don't they have a difficult time understanding the death in their family? All they can do is try to comfort each other since there are no good answers. Doesn't it appear that they're in the middle of praying while standing there? Do you have any idea if they all happened to come together to pray? Do the women end up praying in their own section now that they're at the mosque? Which of the women there seems to be praying the hardest? Why is it that they have all those strings attached to the fence? Don't you want to ask them to try to explain that to you? Where are you used to going at the time you feel like praying? How often do you get to pray these days? What did you feel like praying for the last time you went to pray? Do you feel you need to go to special places so that God can hear your prayers better? Don't you feel that it is okay to just pray privately in your room in order to connect with your God? Does it seem that other people have been walking around that same place while he's been there? How can you tell some other people have been there? Do you know how many minutes that person has been standing there? Did you ask him who told him to stand there and wait until they tell him to move? Did he say that they get him to wait like that before they let him go in to have his meals at the cafeteria? Did he tell you what the most delicious thing they will be having to eat this morning? Did he tell you that the food tastes the best if you have the chance to choose the food first? Did he say he feels that it's worth it to get up early to wait there so that he can get in first? How many people did he say are usually standing in line by the time he gets there in the morning to get in? Did he say that as long as he is there by 6:30, he gets to be in the front of the line? All he has to do is be sure he gets up early. What did he tell you he will decide to pick to eat first for breakfast as soon as he gets in there? Did he tell you that the food sometimes tastes like his mother used to make it? Have you seen crowds like that going to work ever since the COVID epidemic began? About how many people do you see wearing masks while they're walking down? Don't people usually tend to walk up the right side of the stairs at the time they are leaving? Can you tell which country they took this photo in? Will you have to walk with this many people the next time you go to take the subway? Wouldn't you rather take a bus to work instead of taking the subway? Do you feel like it's better to take a subway than a bus, especially during the winter? Which one of them tends to be quicker after you get on one? How much does it cost to take a subway or a bus near you to go to work? Even though people may have a car, isn't it easier sometimes just to take the train or bus to work? Don't they make it too expensive to park downtown to make it worth driving? You might as well relax while going to work on a bus or train. How does she seem to be at the time they happen to take this photo? Do you know if she feels that way every time she has a chance to be with him? Have you got any idea if he feels as happy as her? Who makes you feel the happiest these days when you are with them? Do you smile as much as her whenever you get to meet them? How long has it been since you first got to meet them? Did they know a lot about you by the time you first had the opportunity to meet them? Does it seem that both you are interested in doing the same things together? Do you tend to get dressed up a lot so that you can go out to have fun being together? Wouldn't you prefer dressing casually whenever you go out to be together? When is the last time you saw your parents holding hands like that? How did it make you feel as soon as you saw them doing it? I couldn't help but feel emotional. By the time you are your parents' age, do you hope to be like them? Is it easy to find a person to love for the rest of your life? Do you usually have difficulty making close friends? Do other people feel that you are easy to get to know? Now that you're getting older, do you have trouble making new friends? Who do you want to be with you in case you're going through difficulties to help you? Isn't it important to be able to hold hands with a friend at those times? Be sure to call me if you ever need some help. Thank you.